Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope everyone had a great Memorial Day or weekend. Yeah, a long weekend. But anyway, I know last time I was on here, I talked to you guys about a back surgery that I'll be getting done soon, and I also mentioned getting an injection in my back. So I was talking to my aunt, and she was telling me her horrific story about her back injection, and she wasn't sedated. And so I gotta tell you, your girl is a little scared right now. So I was talking to another aunt who had it done, and she was sedated, and she had a great experience. And even though I had these epidurals in my back so many times in the past, like y'all, I'm just in so much pain where I'm scared and I don't want no more pain. I'm just gonna let you know. And so, my pain management doctor that's doing the injection, she said that I couldn't get sedated. I'm gonna, so I decided that I'm gonna call my insurance company when I get done this video, and I'm gonna ask if it will be approved if I can get sedation. If they tell me yes, then I'm gonna call the pain management doctor and let the pain management doctor know to see if they can actually sedate me. If they say they just don't do it that way, then I'm gonna get another doctor to do my injection. So that's my plan, y'all. But if I can't get that sedation, your girl gonna see if she get her surgery um, moved up, and I'm not getting that injection. So that's the plan. I just wanted to share that with you guys. The other thing is just a side note. I belong to my insurance company. They have meetings each month, and some of these meetings, they want members involved. So I was on one of those meetings yesterday, and at the end of it, they had the health equity committee speak. And I was like, okay, so that got my attention, right? So they talked about the disparities in African American communities for their clients that they serve. So they talked about mental health, and things like that. I think maybe like um, they found that a lot of black women don't get their mammograms and different things. So I was wondering, what are you guys doing as far as the provider side of things, right? Because we can talk about the disparities in African American community all day, housing, environmental, like we can talk about all that. But what are you doing as far as the providers that you have serving your members? And so someone stepped up and they talked about a cultural training that they have for their providers. And I shared my story that I shared with you guys about the neurologist who said that my pain was psychological. And one of the things they mentioned is that when we have these type of experiences, we can file a grievance with the insurance company and report it, let them know all the information so that way they can look into it on their end. And when that happens, they can find that in your favor, whether the provider will no longer be able to participate with the insurance or whatever the case may be. So that's just one of the ways we can report this. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I know I'm not the only one out here with that experience, and our experiences may look a little different, but the same thing goes. Okay, so if you felt like you've been discriminated against, if you've been faced with racism or biases, implicit biases from your provider, report it to the insurance company. File a grievance. Okay. So that's that. And then the last thing is, I just want to give you a couple tips on how to prepare for that doctor's visit. Okay. And so the first thing would be arrive around 15 minutes early. And the reason why I say this, y'all, is because we rush, we get stuck in traffic, we out there beeping a horn, telling somebody move out the way, you know, and at that time, we have all these things in our head that we want to say to the doctor or the provider. We have all these questions that we want to ask. But if we're in a rush and we're not calm, We may forget these things. And then also, you want to make sure you're on time so that way the provider doesn't have to rush even more so than they feel like they may have to rush already. You get what I'm saying? So just it's better for you so you can get a better visit and you can get all the time that you deserve with that provider, right? If you come early. And then you also may have to fill out paperwork. I don't know if you're a new patient or maybe you haven't been at that provider in a while. Whatever the case may be, is really good for that 15 minutes early. And so have a piece of paper or notebook ready. Have list all your prescriptions. Okay. You want to have any past or current prescriptions. If you don't remember and you're not sure the prescriptions that you took in the past, log on to your pharmacy's website. If you haven't created an account already, create an account and look at all your prescriptions, write them down, write the milligrams and how you take it, write all that down, okay? And then also, if you have your prescription bottles at home, just do the same thing. Write all that down, have it ready. Have your diagnoses ready, okay? Anything you've been diagnosed with, even from a child, have that listed. Okay, anything that you could remember, it will also help you in your doctors making different decisions for your care. Also, any current doctors you're seeing and any doctors you have seen in the past, make sure you have all those doctors listed, okay? And just having that paper and pen so you can take notes. Taking notes is very important, y'all. Again, I gave you the example of that showing up to the doctor's visit after being stuck in traffic and waving people off and whatever you do. So it's good to have a paper and pen so you can take notes. Okay, you can ask questions, you can write those notes down, and also have questions already ready in your book, already written down that you may want to ask, whether it's about your health or whether you want to ask the doctor how long that doctor has been in practice, how long that doctor, how many surgeries has that doctor performed. Just being prepared so you can get the most effective care. Okay, and then also after your doctor's appointments, usually you get like a summary. But this is where I say have your notes that you're writing down during your doctor's visits because a lot of times, y'all, the doctors, they're writing so many summaries, they may leave something out. So you want to make sure that you have your own notes, just like you did back in school. When you took notes when the teacher was talking. So very important. So that's what I wanted to touch on. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys get something out of this. Just some knowledge, some information for your soul. And I will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Peace and blessings, y'all.